They are playing your mind right now. Every single day, people around you use invisible psychological tactics to shape your decisions, control your responses, and get exactly what they want. The scariest part? You never even see it coming. That ends today. Read every word, share it with everyone you care about. This knowledge is power. Read this, know this, own this. Trick 1. Paltering, the honest lie. Imagine someone tells you a fact that is completely true, but they leave out a huge part of the story on purpose, so you walk away believing something wrong. That is called paltering. The sneaky thing about it is that the person never actually lied. They told the truth, but they chose which part of the truth to share very carefully so that you would be fooled. Here is a simple example. A company puts on the front of their juice box the words, "contains real fruit." True. But what they do not tell you is that the juice is 95% sugar and water, and only a tiny drop of fruit is in there. They never lied, but they made you believe something that was not the full picture. Politicians, advertisers, and people in everyday conversations use paltering all the time. Always ask yourself, what are they not telling me? That one question can change everything. Trick 2. Bulverism. Attacking you, not your point. This is very common in arguments. Bulverism happens when someone disagrees with you, but instead of explaining why your point is wrong, they attack your feelings, your past, or your personality to make your argument seem silly. They dismiss you as a person rather than deal with your actual point. You tell a friend the school lunch is bad. Instead of explaining why the food is good, they say, "You only think that because you are always in a bad mood." Notice what happened. They never dealt with your point about the food. They made it about you. Now you are defending yourself instead of talking about the lunch. This trick works because it shifts conversation away from facts and onto emotions. Calmly say, "That may be true, but it does not answer my point. Let us stay on topic." Trick 3. Choice restriction, the fake freedom trick. This is one of the cleverest tricks of all. The person gives you a choice, but every option they give you leads to the same result they already decided on. They make you feel free to decide, but they already decided for you. You think you are picking, you're not. Imagine your mom wants you to clean your room. Instead of saying, "Go clean your room," she says, "Would you like to clean it before dinner or after dinner?" She never asked if you wanted to clean it, only when. Shops do this too. Instead of, "Do you want to buy this?" the salesperson asks, "Would you like to pay by cash or card?" They skipped the most important question entirely. Ask yourself, is there an option they are not mentioning? That hidden option is usually the most important one. Trick 4. Reciprocity traps, the uninvited favor. Deep inside every human brain is a rule that says, if someone does something nice for you, you owe them something back. This is called reciprocity, and it is very powerful. Most of the time, it is a good thing. It helps people be kind to each other. But some people use it as a weapon. Someone does something nice for you that you never asked for, a small gift, help with something, a big compliment. Now a little voice in your brain says, "They were so kind, I should do something for them." Then they make their request, and because you already feel like you owe them, it is very hard to say no. Think about those free samples at the supermarket. You eat a tiny piece of cheese, now you feel guilty walking away without buying anything. That guilt is the trap. Remind yourself, a gift you never asked for does not create a debt. You owe them nothing. Trick 5. Strategic vagueness, confusion on purpose. Some people are vague on purpose. They say things in a way that is unclear, so that later, when you try to hold them to what they said, they can say, "That is not what I meant." This gives them a way to escape responsibility every single time. Nothing was ever really promised, so nothing can ever be broken. Think of a friend who says, "I will try to come to your birthday party." Did they say yes? Did they say no? Not really. If they do not show up, they say, "I only said I would try." Now you cannot be upset because technically they kept their word. This trick is used by bosses who never give clear instructions, by people who never make real promises. If something goes wrong, it is always your fault. Ask for clarity every time. Say, just to be sure, what exactly are you saying? Force vagueness into something specific. Trick 6. Love flooding. Too nice for no reason. This last trick feels the nicest of all, and that is exactly what makes it so effective. Love flooding happens when someone showers you with compliments, warmth, and kindness right before they ask you for something. They know that when you feel good about someone, you are much more likely to say yes to them. A classmate who never talks to you suddenly sits next to you, tells you how smart you are, laughs at all your jokes, and then says, "Hey, can I copy your homework?" Or someone in a shop who spends 10 minutes telling you how great your taste is before showing you the most expensive item on the shelf. The trick works because good feelings make your brain relax and your guard come completely down. Notice unusual kindness. If someone is much nicer than normal, ask yourself, is there a request coming? Now you are untouchable. None of these tricks require aggression or obvious pressure. They work quietly in normal conversation, often from people you trust the most. That is what makes them so powerful and so rarely talked about. But now that you can name each one, they lose their power over you. You have not become suspicious of everyone. You have simply become wiser than most people will ever be. Share this with someone who needs to see it. Knowledge shared is power multiplied. Share this, wake people up, and don't just watch, subscribe and grow stronger.